going to be doing is applying a sort of like a dry oil to my face. This is from Tarte. I'm spreading this all over to moisturize my face, as well as a sort of mixing medium for the foundation that I'm going to be using. This foundation is a newer foundation from Bobbi Brown. It is a very matte formula, so I also ended up mixing a little bit more of that oil just to make it a little bit more emollient and really blendable, and it looked and felt so much better than the original formula. It's just a little bit too drying for me. I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and just blend that all in place till I get my desired coverage that I want. Alright, so here I'm going to be using also a new concealer from Laura Mercier. The concealer, I've noticed the color selection was a little bit weird, at least for my skin tone. I didn't find the perfect color that I would normally go for. This one was the closest, but as you can see, it's still a little bit too light, but it ended up working. I just didn't apply as much at the end. Alright, so I'm going to be highlighting my face because I know that I don't want to go too crazy with my complexion, at least not yet. So I'm doing something very different and you probably haven't seen. This is something new for YouTube videos, is highlighting very subtly. See, as you can see, it's very, very subtle. It's a no highlight basically. It's exactly what it is, not basically. So now I'm going to be taking a loose powder and I'm just going to set my under eyes to make sure that I have no creasing, and closest to my nose just because I know that is where I get the shiniest, but I'm staying away from all the dewier areas of my face. Next, I'm going to be taking a highlighting and blush bronzer palette from Urban Decay. This palette is pretty awesome. It has really nice highlighting shades and blushes, and I'm using the bronzer here to make sure that my complexion is somewhat contoured. It's still sort of like a natural contour, but I mean, you can be the judge of that. I'm also going to be taking a little bit of the blush and the highlighter, and I'm going to use that right on the apples of my cheeks to kind of brighten my face up and add some color. Moving on to my eyebrows, I'm just going to tweeze a little stray hairs, and now I'm just going to make sure that my brows are nice and filled in. I'm using my ultimate favorite brow product in the entire world. This is the fiber gel from Hourglass. The shade that I'm using is dark brown. I love that it tints my eyebrows super dark. I already have naturally dark hair, but my eyebrow hairs are just not this dark, and it really holds it in place. So I love using that, and this is what I use just alone most days. But for today, I'm going to be taking it up a notch. I'm taking my Dipbrow from Anastasia, and I'm just going to create sort of like little hairs with a small angled brush. And just like that, I'm going to move on to highlighting my eyes. I'm taking a white kind of chubby pencil from Sephora collection, and the reason why I'm taking a white is because I don't want to apply any more shimmer, because I already know I'm going to apply the gloss obviously, so the white is just going to brighten those areas without any shimmer. For my eyeliner, I'm taking the Micro Tip Stila eyeliner, and I'm just going to create a pretty bold wing. I like to keep my eyes open when I'm doing my wing, just so I can see that if my eyes are open, that the wing will still show, versus having my eyes closed first, creating a bold wing, and then opening my eyes and it just gets kind of like cut in half. I don't normally have this problem, but a lot of people with hooded eyes do, so it's just a good trick to make sure that your eyeliner looks good with your eyes open. So I would always keep the eyes open when doing the eyeliner. I'm going to also take a black pencil. This is the Highliner pencil from Marc Jacobs. It's the best eyeliner you'll ever try. It's the best. I'm going to apply it to my waterline and tight line, and I'm going to make sure to kind of bring it down a little bit more because I want to smoke out my lower lash line. I'm smoking out my lower lash line with my brush stack, and I'm just going to take a few shades here, make sure that my eyeliner is really smoked out, and I'm going to apply a little bit to my lid. I'm going to be taking a new mascara from Smashbox. This is the Fan mascara. Normally I can't see the difference, to be honest, when it comes to mascaras. Like, I'm rarely blown away over a mascara. They all kind of just do the same thing for me. So with this mascara, I actually was pretty impressed. I feel like it gets every single lash and it spreads them out. It's a good mascara, and I rarely say that about mascara, so definitely worth trying. Going back to that palette that I used to apply my bronzer and my blush, I'm going to apply the highlighter. I know I said I would go with a subtle highlighter, but I changed my mind. I feel like this look just needs that pop of highlights because, I mean, might as well. So I definitely went for it. Okay, so moving on to my lips, I'm going to be taking a eyeliner from Urban Decay. This is obviously not for the lips, but I didn't have a blue lip liner. Not that I necessarily needed one, but I don't know, since the lip is so bold, I wanted to make sure that my lip line was perfect. And usually when I'm applying a really dark lip or a red lip, something that I know that's gonna stand out, I like to apply, I like to start off with pencils just to get straight lines. That's really all it is for. And then for the liquid lipstick, this is Requiem, something like that, from Anastasia. It's a new shade. It's a really beautiful, like, what is this color? I forgot the name. It's just a beautiful, like, aqua the shade, I don't know, but it's really pretty, and it's just gonna look so good with the glossy eye. Okay, so now moving on to the glossy eye. I waited to the very last moment to apply the gloss, and this is from Milk. It's their like gold foiled gloss, but I waited for the very last second to do this because gloss does not stay very well on eyes. I've tried this before filming this. I had already filmed a look on this, but I was just not liking it. The gloss was creasing up, but I did have a lot going on my eyes. I had like glitter, I had a primer and eyeshadow, and with all that, it just was not working, obviously, because the gloss was moving everything around. So this time I kind of kept the eyes very simple. But that is pretty much it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to put together a few festival looks for you, so I hope that you like them. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you. Mwah.